She declared, I need space to find myself. 2 weeks later, I found her on her ex Instagram on his boat wearing my anniversary gift to her. I commented, glad you find yourself. I found someone better. Her panic DMs started immediately. I'd already blocked her everywhere. Original post. I 32 male. I'd been with Olivia 28 for 3 years. Then she dropped the I need space bomb on me. We'd met at a charity 5K in Charlotte where she was volunteering at the water station and I was running my first race in years. She had this infectious energy that made everyone around her smile, and I was drawn to the brightness immediately. Our relationship had been solid, or so I thought. I worked as a project manager for a construction company. She was a social media coordinator for a boutique marketing agency. We had a nice rhythm, dinners at our favorite spots in South End, Sunday morning runs at a Freedom Park, weekend trips to Asheville. Nothing dramatic, just comfortable and happy. Until it wasn't. It started with small things. Olivia became distant, always on her phone, making excuses to avoid plans. When I asked what was wrong, she'd say she was stressed about work or tired. I believed her because I had no reason not to. Then came the conversation that changed everything. I need space, she said one Thursday evening, sitting on my couch but looking anywhere except at me. I need time to find myself, figure out what I want. What does that mean? I asked, confused. Find yourself? We were talking about moving in together last month. I know. And that's part of it. Everything moving so fast. And I feel like I am closing who I am. I need time alone to reconnect with myself. Mustomo sank. Are you breaking up with me? No. I just need a break. Like we don't talk for a few weeks. I got some clarity, and then we can see where we are. A break is just a breakup with extra steps, Olivia. Not if we both want to make it a work after, she insisted. I just need this. Trevor, please. Against my better judgment, I agreed. What else could I do? Beg her to stay? Force someone to be with me who clearly did not want to be. So I said okay, gave her space, and watched her walk out of my apartment. The next 2 weeks were brutal. I threw myself into work, hit the gym harder than usual, and tried not to check her social media. But I'm only human. And on day 13 of our break, I cracked. I opened Instagram, navigated to her profile, and my world titled. Her most recent post was from 2 days ago, a photo dump from what was clearly a board day. And there she was, Olivia, wearing the white line sudden dress I'd bought her for our third anniversary 2 months ago. The one she'd cry happy tears over because it was perfect. She was on a boat with him, Logan, her ex boyfriend from college. The guy she had dated for 2 years before they broke up because he wasn't ready for commitment. The guy she had assured me was completely in the past, yet someone she was cordial with when they ran into each other. The photos told her a different story. Olivia laughing with a wine glass in hand. Logan's arm casually draped over the boat railing behind her. A sunset shot where they were sitting away too close. And the caption, sometimes you have to lose yourself to find yourself. I felt physically sick. I scrolled to Logan's profile, still public, thankfully. His recent post was from the same day. Same boat, same sunset, and there was Olivia. Tagged in multiple photos, looking happier than she looked with me in months. His caption, good company, better views, some people are worth the wait. Worth the wait, she needed space to find herself. And apparently herself was right back with her ex-boyfriend, wearing my gift on his boat, living her best life, while I was at home, respecting her need for clarity. I sat there, staring at my phone, anger building she had played me. The I need space speech wasn't about finding herself, it was about keeping me on standby while she tested the waiters with Logan. And if it worked out, great. If not, she could come back to reliable Trevor who'd been waiting like a fool. Not anymore. I did something pretty, something impulsive, something incredibly satisfying. I went to Logan's post, the one with Olivia clearly visible in my anniversary gift, and I commented, "Glad you find yourself. I found someone better." Then I immediately went to my own Instagram. I'd quietly texting with Hannah, a woman I'd met at a gym 3 weeks ago, right after the break started. She was a personal trainer, smart, funny, and had asked me out for coffee. I had said no because I was technically still with Olivia, but now I texted Hannah that coffee offer still on the table. She replied within minutes. Absolutely, tomorrow work. Perfect. We went to a coffee the next day. It was easy, natural, completely different from the weird tension that had defined my last months with Olivia. Hannah was direct. She did not play games. When I explained my situation, recently single, still processing, she appreciated the honesty. For what it's worth, Hannah said, anyone who needs to find themselves away from you probably wasn't worth keeping. We took a selfie that afternoon. Nothing romantic, just two people smiling over coffee. But I posted it with the simple caption, New Beginnings. That's when my phone exploded. First came the Instagram DM from Olivia, Trevor, can we talk? Then another. I saw your comment. That was really immature. Then, and who is that girl? Then, please call me. I can explain everything. I did not respond. Instead, I blocked her on Instagram, then Facebook, then her phone number. Every platform we were connected on, gone. My friend Derek texted me, dude, Olivia is blowing up our group chat asking how to reach you. What happened? She has been on her ex bot for 2 weeks pretending to find herself. I actually found someone better. Tell her I said good luck with Logan. Derek replied with a skull emoji and said, Swag, proud of you, man. Over the next few days, Olivia tried everything. She had mutual friends, text me, she sent emails to my work address, which I reported to HR as harassment. She even showed up at my apartment one evening. I saw her through the window and did not answer the door. She knocked for 10 minutes before finally leaving. She left a note. Trevor, please, I made a mistake. Logan and I are not together. I was confused. I miss you. Can we please talk? I crumpled the note and threw it away. Here's the thing, even if she was telling the truth, even if she and Logan were not officially together, she'd still lied to me. She'd used the I need space excuse to explore options while keeping me as a backup plan. That alone was enough for me to be done. But also, she wasn't telling the truth. Because 2 days after she left the note, Logan posted another photo. Same boat, same girl, caption round two with my favorite person. She had literally left my doorstep begging to talk and went right back to his boat. Hannah and I kept seeing each other. Coffee turned into dinner. Dinner turned into actual dates. A month after that Instagram comment, we were officially together. She met my friends, I met hers, and everything just felt right. 3 months later, I heard through the grapevine that Olivia and Logan had broken up again. Apparently, he still wasn't ready for commitment, and she was devastated. One of our mutual friends, Stephanie, texted me. Olivia asked about you. Wanted to know if you are still with that gym girl. I told her you guys seem really happy. She started crying. I felt a teeny twinge of sympathy, teeny, but mostly I felt vindicated. We are happy. I replied to Stephanie, thanks for letting me know, but I have moved on. Good for you, she really screwed up. Yeah, she did. Sometimes I think about that Instagram comment. Was it pretty? Absolutely. Was it immature? Probably. But did it feel incredible to not be the nice guy waiting around while she figured out her feelings? 100%. Olivia taught me that I need space is usually code for I want to see if I can do better while keeping you as a safety net. And I learned that I'm nobody's safety net. I'm not a backup plan or a placeholder. Hannah taught me that the right person doesn't need space from you. They make space for you in their life, their schedule, their future. 6 months after the bot photo, I deleted her Instagram apps from my phone entirely. Did not need them anymore. Hannah and I were spending our weekends hiking, traveling, and actually being present with each other instead of performing our relationship for social media. Last I heard, Olivia was single and still posting cryptic quotes about healing and growth on Instagram. Logan was dating someone new, definitely not her. And me, I'm with someone who knows exactly where she wants to be with me. No space needed. No breaks, no games, just honest, straightforward, drama free love. Turns out finding myself meant losing Olivia and never been happier about being lost. The white sundress. I found out later that Olivia's sister saw my comment and told their whole family what happened. Olivia mom, who'd always gotten along with, called to apologize for her daughter's behavior. You deserve better, Trevor, she said. I'm glad you found it. Me too. Blocking Olivia everywhere was the best decision I made. It showed me that closure doesn't come from conversations or explanations. It comes from choosing yourself and walking away from people who don't value you. And commenting on that Instagram post, pure poetry, because while she was busy finding herself on someone else's board, I actually found myself and someone infinitely better. Game, set, match. Thank you for watching till the end. Like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends.